Oh, we got a pop. Okay, so the thing that I was saying before is if you look at my stats over here on the left. So strength 20, stamina 20, agility 18, dexterity 16, intelligence 14, wisdom 14, charisma 18. Well, I'm handsome as hell for an ogre. So we should probably, at some point we'll probably play around and tweak these starting stats and all that stuff, and then probably have point allocation added and all that. But yeah, so what we just did was we brought those down from like I think it was like a 60 to 80 point range. We compressed that down to, it was like 10 and below, and now we've doubled that, and Ollie just went through and was redoing some formulas and things like that with that in mind. And so yeah, we'll be back to tweaking and tuning and stuff. Keep in mind, folks, that we're still very early in our process, so we have plenty of time. Like, we're going to be the whole idea with having a playable game from the onset, you know, playable as soon as possible, get placeholder things as soon as possible, is that then all the rest of the time is constant iteration, right? Constantly tweaking and learning and getting feedback, having you guys provide feedback, eventually have you guys in here providing feedback based on your own experience. MMO Pug said, I played EQ from release until WoW came out. I was on Praxis 2 boxing a paladin and a cleric. Nice. MMO Pug, are you in our Discord? Have you introduced yourself in the Discord? Everybody should introduce themselves in Discord. I love seeing the various histories and backgrounds and where people are from and all that stuff. Dougal HD said, I was told by the internet that I had local MILFs in your area and they lied. Is that how you ended up here? I was about to say, it's a little early for us to start marketing, but that may not be a bad gimmick. meet local MILFs in your area. Hi, Ollie. You're like, what does that even mean? What is a MILF? It means someone I'd like to group with. Is my auto attack on? My auto attack's on. You fixed Pacify. Do we need to rebuild and reboot the server really quick? I'll let Nick make the call on that since Pacify's fixed. But we did figure out that that issue with the effects. I figured it out single-handedly. Nick said we're good for now. We've got it covered, even though Zukin broke Bolt of Frost. What was it? I needed to rebuild. Basically, I needed to like rebuild effects. Congrats on level 3, Nick. We're leveling way faster than we eventually will. That's a spoiler alert. And I'm hitting way harder than I should. Holy shit. Ollie, do you see how fast I'm killing things? Even cons? Oh man, my kick was on cooldown. What a tease. Waiting to see what this guy does. Yeah. We are feeling a little OP at the moment. But that's, I mean, that's the point of a playtest, man. It's been so long since we've been able to come in and playtest like this. We've been making so many changes so that I guess when he's casting, I should probably try to interrupt, not right afterwards. Pro tip. Oh man. Should've known it. I'm not gonna strike him. I'm just gonna wait and kick him. Now he's dead, it don't matter. So we wanna get you in a dungeon right away, Snickerdoodle, so it's... But we've got a group of 3, which is good, right? We don't necessarily need you to have a full group of 6 to do the newbie dungeon. Well, not all parts of it. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the way that the different colors of both the light and the texture play with each other. Do you guys have RNG-based crits in? Yeah, we should. Don't we have crits in? I thought we had crits in. Nick's gonna pull. Okay. Would be better if lights had a slightly different flicker time. Yeah. Well, maybe, or it might be too busy. It might be too busy. Maybe we're better off. I'm such a fan of Marie's textures. She is working on a tree for us right now, and actually it's coming along really nicely. So here, did you already nuke the... Where'd the cleric go? Oh, you knocked him back? Well, Pattis is here. Now we're absolutely overpowered. Vumbra, thank you for the follow. It didn't give me any little thing that it didn't pop up when you followed. I think that happens if you followed and then unfollow and then refollow. Which, it's fine. Glad to have you back if that's the case. Don't do it again. Man, it's coming along. I'm so happy we can see the spell effects now. Kind of makes me want to get in and make some more. Or tweak the ones that we have. Is he getting... I was like, is he getting healed or something? I mean, damn. Guess I could have done that differently. Ollie said, alright, I'm gonna get the boy to bed and then I need to shave my massive Taliban beard. It's worse than yours right now. Man, that's saying something. Mine's pretty worse. Ah, okay. Is that you down there causing mischief, cleric? Oh, Ah, here comes another guy. I kick you, but I missed. I tried to kick him, but I missed. We're getting there. We're getting there, Ali. It's not bad. This is nice. It's nice to get in and play again. Yeah, this is fun, man. It is real nice to get back in and play. What's this guy con? He's yellow again. I do like the idea of being able to spend enough time. I don't know. What do you guys in chat think? I like the idea of being able to spend enough time in these low levels, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That we can actually come into this dungeon for more than one and have it be relevant for more than one like play session. Be ashamed to have cool content like this, and then it's only relevant to you for like half a session. Spend some time in these low levels. Dargith agrees. That's all I need. No more feedback. We've got an agreement. Save it, the rest of you. My ability missed again. It's okay. I'm going to keep using it until I get better at it. He got stunned. Look at him. I kicked him and he was interrupted, it said. So that was done right. Getting Kazakh Thulish type vibes over it. What, in here? The aesthetic? BDC said, I don't have a problem with it, but some people would get angry that they're not getting levels every 10 to 15 minutes. We'd have to explain to them that it's the journey. It's the journey that they're after. Alfonso, thank you for the follow. I didn't get a notification there either, so I don't know. Did something break? Maybe something broke. No alert box. Alright, we're gonna camp this room down here. How does NPC healing factor in? What made a fight really tough in EQ, especially at early levels? When you just had to overcome a bottomless pit of mana, at a glance it looks fairly inconsequential here. NPC healing? I think that's more of just we're gonna continue to tune. Cause it's kind of felt a little hit and miss here. Like there were some heals popping off earlier. Alright, Ali. I'll be here until my usual time. It's a fair point. BDC said it's the in-game mentality that there's nothing to do until you're max. Having cool dungeons like this right outside the city gates may help change that. Let's hope so. Alphonse said getting Befallen vibes. That's good. Those are good vibes to get. The guy that made Befallen is super, super cool. I wish he wasn't so shy. I would have had him on for an interview. Nick's gonna pull. Who made Befallen? Kevin did. Kevin Burns. Oh, there we go. There's the event. Stylized Edge. Thank you for the follow. Ooh, let me see if I can get this one. Is it Hago Garabatos? Hago Garabatos. Hago Garabatos. Thank you for the follow. He died. Nice. I was wondering if you're about to give me that sword. It's a 1050 versus... Oh yeah. It's 428. Oops. Gotta take my torch out. Sounds like we got one here. Yeah, we've got a paladin here. I'll just bring him. How's my day going? By the way, Zukin is so tiny. He is very tiny. He's a gnome. He's supposed to be tiny. My day is going good. Oh, this is some funky light down here. I like it. Will there be naval gameplay in this game like ship ownership? That's one of those things that we would eventually like to have, yeah. That's something that Ollie is very passionate about. Home ownership, and thus then also ship ownership a bit later. Because Ollie in real life, he is actually he lives on an island. Oh, that paladin's still around. Hey, paladin. Well, we got a couple of these guys. If I can get aggro on this one. Let me attack again. Future pirate class? You never know, NPC 9995. Regis said he liked ship ownership in Arcade. Took him 30 minutes to cross the ocean in a rowboat. That's a hell of an adventure. I don't know what was going on there. Felt like a little bit of lag. It was because you can't, I was gonna ask if you were getting attached by sea creatures. I was thinking of Valheim when you said that. Pudding said, is the Vasa Museum I created in our Valheim world still intact, or did you guys bust out the ship inside? It should still be in there. We never messed with it. Congrats, Zukin. BDC asked, a few days ago in Zuck's stream, Zook's stream, we were talking about how cool it would be to have areas only accessible by shrunk gnomes to open a door and let the rest of the group in and things like that. I'm down with that. And if people are like, well, but what if you don't have a gnome? Pfft, I guess you should get a gnome. Or a shrink. Stop being a weirdo. Dude, with the texture pass that you did, the texture pass that you did in here, Pattis, it already looks so dope. Nicodemus, yeah, I figured out the issue. Well, I didn't figure out the issue, but I did figure out the solution. How about that? There was a thing up here that needed to be... I pushed a button. Pushed a button, it rebuilt some effects, and now it's all good. So it's funny, I thought I was seeing rubber banding before, but I wasn't. I guess what I was seeing was you hit that crazy ass knockback spell. Oh, I was seeing rubber banding for sure. Okay. Okay. But it's been better in here, huh? Or no? And so, Panos, what I'm thinking is, as we get the actual, for realsies, assets, like textures and, props and things, for Wyrmsbane, we should be able to use those in a few places. So we'll, if we have the ability to kind of tweak them a little bit here and there for the various Wyrmsbane themes, then we should get a lot of reuse without it feeling like repetitive or redundant. So that'll be cool. But I mean, even this right here, like this scene, it's pretty. I mean, it's very in keeping with the style that we're shooting for, so great work. This is looking really nice. If you guys are watching this on YouTube and you agree, be sure to subscribe, hit like, comment below, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your kids. Timoka? Is it Timoka or Timoka? I knew a guy at my last company in Sweden. His name was Tim, and I swear he spelled it T-H-I-M. He is Swedish. Very nice guy. We have traps in certain dungeons. D-Loved Pudding asks. Those were something I thought EQ dabbled in, but could have been expounded upon. Like how effective it was in D&D. I think there's a lot of opportunity for traps and interactive objects. Ooh, Nick, oh no. Oh, we're good. And the second one, so Tim, you're Belgian. I'm American, so Sweden, Belgium, it's the same thing, really. Is there an Eminem OnlyFans site yet? Images of elves in loincloths? We don't have any elf models. You'd have to settle just for me. Close enough. How do you pronounce it then? There's a finite number of ways I could be pronouncing this word right now. It's either them, or it's Tim, or you need to give me some phonetics, Buster. I'm curious. Darktal said this is looking better and better. Can't wait until I could test this or buy it. For some reason, I thought you said rent it. I was like, I had images of Blockbuster in my mind. I was like, yes, let's do it. We're bringing Blockbuster back. I've seriously debated doing some OnlyFans for you, Dargeth, to fund the game. It would have a seductive title like be the first to see what Sean does all day when Jasmine's at work and he's supposed to be working on the game. It's just me picking my nose, watching YouTube videos about the end of the world, randomly poking at the keyboard trying to figure out how to make art. Your video store of choice in Portland, Blockbuster? I could see that Portland would have a Blockbuster. And then they would burn it down. Yes, Jasmine. Do I need to mute it? Is it private? Okay. Yeah, I can take them out before I go to bed. Okay. Dude, we've been like going to bed early. Jasmine's like, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. Last night, I think it was like this time last night, like 9:30. I looked at her, and I was like, I kind of just want to go to bed. She's like, we're adults, we can do whatever the hell we want. I was like, you're right. You're right. Let's get wild. Let's go to bed. Let's just go to bed. Now I'm jealous. Oh, jeez. Oh, goodness. We've done it this time. Zukin's gonna tank all of them. Hollywood Video. That's pretty dope. There's a video rental store in my neighborhood, like a block from here, that we've been talking about going to forever. We need to go in and rent some damn videos, man. Looks like they got some bangers. Portland, the land of food trucks and riots. It's like Austin, only with riots. Well, geez, we're bum rushing the show. Yo, bum rush the show. I like that Zukin's, he's a wizard, and look what he's holding. Zukin's a wizard, but he's holding a sword, guys. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. Oh, I was like, who is this random guy in our group? He's the boss. He's the boss. I haven't watched Portlandia in forever. We should watch. I'll have to get Jasmine too. Do I not have? Oops, my bad. Auto tech. Sorry, Zukin, I was letting you tank too much. Where is he going? Okay, he's dead. He's dead. I need to make a death animation. When joining the stream, there's a pre-roll trailer for a new Doctor Strange movie. There is a scene where he is told to visit the Illuminati. Fights right. It fits right in with Sean's channel. Guys, if we didn't have bills to pay, I hate to tell you, we would be discussing the Illuminati so much. But I keep that to myself for now. That way my my crazy views do not reflect too poorly on the team. Alright, Zukin's got to run to a work meeting. Bye, Zukin! No politics, but this? Illuminati's not politics, and we're not even talking about that much. Nintendo Fan UK, if that's your real name, you're probably a lizard person being sent in here to rabble-rouse and cause discontent within our extremely strong and very positive community. Hey T-Con. You used to be Xbox Fan UK. Well, even then you were a lizard person. That doesn't change anything. I know you used to be somebody else name-wise, but what's under your skin? Acknowledging the presence of lizard people is not discussing politics, despite the fact that politicians may be lizard people. Nintendo Fan UK. V from the 80s. Good show. The remake of V was pretty, it had that one woman who was also in Homeland. Hey, Cathadian. El Robertolo? El Robertolo asks, why am I following you? I have no clue who you are. Explain yourself. No. I'm not the one following you. You're following me. Explain yourself. Robertolo, if that's your real name. You know why you're following me. You know. Don't try to play dumb with us. We'll get to the bottom of this. Even if you're at the top. That's not rude. Following somebody and not knowing why is rude. Do I always treat guests like that? Yes. Yes. Especially in person. What are you gonna do? Unfollow? You'll be back. You'll be back, Robertolo. Oh, it's a playnet. I didn't think it was even close to a playtest. Dark Inside. It wasn't planned. Nick was like, "Hey, we should play tonight." And I was like, "You know what? That's a pretty good, pretty good idea. What if you bring beer? Beer and a spliff? That may be too much. I'm pretty old. I got the feeling a spliff would just have me in one of those states where like hours later I'd be like, why did he do this to me? I wanted to stop. But beer's good. Ads for Illuminati, lots of new faces, talk of lizard and crab people. What is going on? We're getting closer to the event. The event. It's happening. It's happening. Beer is good. Beer is so good that I need to wake up early and go for a run tomorrow. What's the dispensary situation like in Germany now after law change? A lot more green LED lights. I don't even know of a dispensary. The closest thing we have at the moment would be a we have a CBD store in the neighborhood now. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick. I don't think you're gonna make it, buddy. Oh, Nick. I think Zukin was carrying us. Wah. That's me from heaven. That was me looking down. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh. Somebody just repop or something? Goodness. I will accept this resurrection of 100%. Let me loot my stuff. All right, now let me sit down. Enoch, I'm excited about the garden. I would show you guys pictures, but you're probably not that interested in it. So let's wait until we get the garden. And then I'll show you. In Berlin, weed is pretty much legal. It's illegal by law, but police just say, will say and tell you to stop it. Nothing serious here. Yeah, when I lived in Hamburg, it was the same way. People were just pretty chill about it. Hey, Sikaj. So tomorrow we've been starting some seedlings. We've been growing. So far, it looks like the radishes have sprouted the best. We've got seeds going for radishes, tomatoes, carrots. What else? Oh man. All right. These guys are casting up a storm. Robertolo, are you just in Germany or are you a German? Bist du Deutsch? I don't know. Welche ist richtig? Bist du Deutsch oder bist du ein Deutscher? Mein Deutsch ist nicht gut. Ich weiß nicht genau. Oh man, right after Stylized Edge followed. No, I called that one out. Ego Garabatos? I'm pretty sure. You were born in Germany? Right on. But what brought you to this stream? You can understand what I'm saying, so it's good enough? Yeah. Good enough. Am I the leader? I am not the leader. We need to disband. Enoch said, nice love gardens. Last year we did carrots, onions, radishes, watermelon, tomatoes, more onions, and a bunch of herbs. So yeah, I've got some, I forget what herb we've just started. And yep, radishes, got some onions sprouting. We're gonna then plant them later. Carrots in progress. Yep. Beans, yes, the beans. The beans are sprouting. Got some beans going as well. Dark Inside said, not gonna lie, I thought you were playing EQ until I saw nice models. Well, that's a nice compliment. I think we all like that game here. No idea, I just popped up Twitch and saw you were on my list. Might as well watch. Alright. But I don't know the game you're playing. So we're working on this game here. Robot. Check it out. Click that link. It'll show you. Am I a developer? No, I'm more of like the mascot. I do the streaming. Everybody else gets to do all the work. I just do the streaming. Would you give yourself the title creative director? I don't know about that. Alright. So Nick's gonna mez. Got 4 on us. You're a web developer? Oh, right on. What's he mesmerizing? Oh, no, he's dying. Oh, I don't have any of my... I forgot. I died. I don't have shit loaded. So, in all seriousness, Robertolo, we're a small team of 10 people for the last year and a half. There have been like about four or five off and on of us working on this game and live streaming the development of it. The game is Monsters and Memories. It's very much a homage to old school first, second generation MMORPGs. Trying to lean heavily into the oops, did I wake him up? Okay. Alright. I don't have any of my abilities memmed. We're in trouble. So leaning into the style of the MMORPGs that were sort of the first popular ones in the late 90s, early 2000s. Well, he is mesmerized. Yeah, I died. We died as soon as you left, Azukin. An old silly me forgot to mem my stuff. Yep, it is made in Unity, as Dark Inside just said. Used to play 4-story as a kid? I don't know that one. Probably not as old as the games you're talking about, but somewhat in that direction. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I'd have to learn more. Man. Alright, let me do this real quick. Strike. I'll keep an eye on, see how people are doing. 4-story is like Maple Story? Okay, cool. Now I can at least, I've got a little bit of frame of reference. It's like, wow, pretty much a copy of it. No need to look it up, but good if you couldn't afford WoW as a kid. Fair enough. Scaffstone asks a very important question. Is Eminem going to follow? Oh, there we go. Hold on. What's going on there? Can't tab. I can click. Oh, he's a pet. My bad. Alright. I was wondering what was going on. I thought he was just mezzed. Is Eminem going to follow standard game development practices where the sound is way too loud when you first install the game, but you need to wait for all the loading screens while you wait to open the settings and navigate to the sound tab? If you remember to, if you remind us to follow through with that, then yes. Otherwise, we may fail to pull that off. That would be your mark on the game? Yes. You can, later on, you can let people know on the message boards that you did that. It's actually terrible. Unreal 4 problem, no joke. That sound thing. What are you doing right now? Testing, bug testing. Oh, we're just getting in and playing a little bit. It's been a while since we've been able to get in and play for a while. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't, shit. I'm dead. That was my fault. That was all my fault. Too busy paying attention to chat as usual. Zeitgeist 9000 sasked. Alright, I'm gonna accept this res, I'm gonna loot my corpse, and then I'm gonna load my abilities. How's that sound? Alright, now let me actually load my abilities this time, instead of being a dummy. Are you familiar with Pantheon's disposition system? Do you think Eminem might adopt something similar? I'm familiar with it, yeah. Unsure at this time. I'm inclined to think that once you're familiar with specific mob types or specific mobs in a given zone or whatever, that they'll probably be pretty consistent in behavior. So, but then similar mobs that are a variant found somewhere else might be different. And those differences might feel a bit like that, but I'm inclined to think that they'd be relatively static in behavior or disposition once you're familiarized with them. Yeah, so Nick said we can really dial in mob ability choices and other things, so we can accomplish a lot of that via data. I guess what I'm saying is the application of it, right? Like rather than, because the read I got was each time you run into an encounter, and I don't want to put words in their mouths, but my read on it was like each time you run into an encounter, it may play slightly differently based on disposition changes, and so it might be like a random roll on an encounter spawn or something that then defines dispositions for the mobs. And I'm more of a fan of, I would, you know, based on the mob, some feature of the mob, you should know that whenever you see like a sneaky goblin, bad example I know, but anytime you see a sneaky goblin, well, that's going to be how a sneaky goblin behaves. Now, if his homie that's right next to him is the brutish goblin, then a brutish goblin's probably going to behave differently. Now, under the hood, sneaky goblin could be, you know, a rogue or something, or it could just be a warrior with a slightly different like disposition. And so then that gets into what Nick is saying with regards to data differences and ability differences and things like that. So, he's a pet. The other thing that I wouldn't want to do is have you think that one thing to feel as handcrafted as possible, not like because BDC Retro, I know you didn't mean it this way, but when I saw your example that you just mentioned, made me think a little bit about like sort of that Diablo or WoW kind of green generated loot. Like a basic orc of whale hunting or whatever, right? Like, just want to make sure things have character, but we can use our tools to, you know, give them that character, make them. And, you know, it could be more subtle, like, it could be that if you run into a skeletal paladin in this dungeon, if you run into, we've got a similarly named mob in a different dungeon, it could be that they behave a bit differently, but then you know what to expect when you go into that place. Oh, your pet's doing the work. Good job. Catalyst 08 asked, is this Eminem gameplay? Yeah, we're playing right now. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Team's been cracking away at it. We haven't had playtests in a while. Been doing a lot of sort of reworking some things under the hood. You can watch the VODs on YouTube. You guys check it out. And be sure to subscribe. I think we just broke like 600 subscribers, which is an additional like 180 in the last 28 days, which is nice for us. You know, it's a big deal. But you can watch some of the old gameplay and then see how it matches up here. But yeah. So you can see we don't have all the animations in. Oop. Things got a little laggy on my end, so maybe there's a little something going on. But Nicodemus just gave out 5 community gift subs to T-Con, Carp Chowder, Smashered, Monkey King Twitch, and D Loves Pudding. Very kind of you. That is very generous. But yeah, we're still getting animations in. These are like placeholder effects and quick texture pass on dungeon and stuff like that, but it gets you in the ballpark, right? You can kind of see what we're shooting for. Yeah, we fixed the particles earlier, so figured out a fix. I'm happy. Alphonse asked, is the game title a nod to Mazes and Monsters where Tom Hanks went crazy? Yeah, so it's a little bit of that. It's meant to invoke like that whole period, right? Because everything back then, I think they still do it with some of the stuff, right? There's like the Mazes and Monsters movie, and Powers and Peril was a cool Avalon Hill game back in the day, and naturally there's D&D, and yeah. Just trying to give it that old school feel. I feel like I missed something earlier. Oh, Nick found an axe. Let me see, what's his axe? Battle axe. Nice. Cathadian said my P99 enchanter hit a new level over the weekend and his spell particles changed. Always a cool experience. Feedback on your power progression and such. Yeah, I think that's a really great feature. Whoa. Oops, I shouldn't have been kicking him. I should have been striking him. Well, I mean, when he's healing himself, I guess I should be kicking him. He is healing like a mofo. I want you to die, Mr. Bond. Oh, that was your pet did all the work. I'm kind of scared of... Oh, he's red to me. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. I'm scared to go down there. Alright, so those of you that are new, here's our website. Check it out. There's an FAQ on there. It breaks down some info about the game, the project in general. Join our mailing list, 1,300 strong. And be sure to follow the rest of the folks on the team that are streaming these days. Pretty cool. And you can watch all of our VODs on YouTube. If you like game development in general and you're maybe not you're not aware of EverQuest or haven't played it in the past or whatever, it don't matter. What you can do is watch the videos and the collections here on Twitch. Got like 60 hours of interviews with people I used to work with back at Sony on EverQuest. Folks that have worked on a number of other games since then. So it's, if you like game development, you know, just want something to listen to in the background. There's a lot of interviews there. They range from like an hour to 2-3 hours. So like having a little podcast in the background. You can hear about the good old days. KinGMP, thank you for the follow. Somebody mentioned Nathan's video earlier. Yeah, it was really cool. Nathan made a video. So was very nice of him. Looking forward to, as more and more stuff comes online, more and more of the games in place, then videos like that will be even easier for folks to make. But yeah, dungeons come together nicely. It's funny, man. Like, Pattis, how many days work do you think this is total? On the art side, something like, what, 3 days work so far? And then Nick's done all the population work in it. So Pattis here in a group, he did the art. And then Nick here in a group, he did the NPCs that we're fighting. And our abilities and stuff like that as well. But Kenji said this looks so nostalgic. Right on. That's good to hear. So probably 23-ish hours all said and done on it. Nice. Scaffstone said, watch a bunch of those videos over the past few weeks. Notice a common theme. Lots of people coming in fresh and learning lots of game dev stuff. Trial by fire. Yeah. Yeah, especially back then. Wasn't like, you know, there weren't a ton of people working on MMOs back then. Keith said, might be good to promote Eminem on your YouTube. I saw you did with the capsules, but maybe a more official video would help direct people to Eminem. We need to get like a little trailer video put together. It's been on my list of to-dos forever. But yeah, it's a good point. I try to put little community updates and stuff on the Loving Robot YouTube to scoop people over here. I feel like I missed another comment up there. I think we'll get wasted by the red con, yeah. You have a gnome, the red con will be easy. It'd be rad if you had an Eminem video that looks like it was made in the late 80s. I was picturing like, so my dream video would be like, it starts out almost like, would be almost like a, and sorry, I just blew your Maz. Would be like, anyway, it would be like animated, kind of cartoony, and then fade into the actual game. Ta-da! You went with a different 80s theme, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? That style can work as well, I think. Thanks, Pattis. Are you guys going to code hotkeys like select closest target, or will it be mouse, all mouse point and click? We do have select closes. It's just sometimes I'm being a dummy and not using it. So tab targeting's in. Just every once in a while I feel like it didn't work for some reason, and then I'll click. Oh, we have an ad back here. Will players have the option to wear clothes if desired? Yes. I died. Are you guys using animation events for doing damage? Or are you using a collider check? Dramelix asked. Zukin said, I think in the end the plan is to have a base texture be closed one, like how Yuki does it, if I'm not mistaken. I think we'll have to talk about that one again. I think we may go with, with undergarments, but then you start with clothing, and the expectation is that you wear your clothing or the guards will kill you. Can I slide down the sandy hill on my belly? No. Dramox, to your question, I may not be understanding it properly. We could always have you just ask Ollie in Discord, but all of the damage dealings being run by the server. Animations are being triggered by combat. And I mean, there's LOS checks and distance checks and all that stuff, but the animation itself isn't triggering the event. Keith, that would be funny. I should just move the mic instead of having my entire body be twisted for 3 hours sideways to talk into the mic. What am I thinking? Stretch. My profile shot is on point? What does that mean, D-Loves Pudding? How easy will light sources be to get early on? You're seeing sideways is a great visual. Oh, thank you. It's me, but sideways. Alright, so I'm invisible to undead. Corpse run time. I think I just saw... There's Nick. So you'll be able to get light sources, they just won't necessarily be great ones. I'd love for like torches to actually burn out over time. They've got to have multiple. Did you go down here? There he is. He's flagged as human. That's... Uh-oh. It's so dark. How many people do we expect to be in the dungeons we're making at once? It's a great question. Don't have an answer for you at the moment. I think if I had to guess this dungeon, probably the way it's currently laid out, the number of points of interest that it currently has. Maybe 4 or 5 groups of 6. Haven't spent much time or any time really thinking about the current dungeon scale or... Uh-oh. I'm invisible now. And I am invisible versus undead. Yes. So as we take this beyond the current implementation into something maybe closer to final production, we'll probably be adding in another POI or two, and probably some little nooks and crannies that can serve as camps, but are the less than ideal. Well, guess while I'm sitting here, strike. Thoughts on instancing dungeon depending on numbers of players in the zone? No, for the time being. Modulus86, thank you for the follow. We'd rather try to just get enough content to distribute players without instancing. Just have more targets up. More viable areas and more areas that you'd actually want to go to. Unless you really just want to sort of wait to get in somewhere. Oof, no torches. Kind of... Keith is plugging the wiki. You can find some information at that link there. The link is safe. I've been there. Back in EQ, did map builders design with camps in mind, or did players ultimately start defining where they were? Scaff asked. I think initially it was just kind of emergent behavior, and then later on... Oh no. Pattis is being killed. I can't see anything. I just fell off the bridge. No, I didn't fall off the bridge. Did I? Oh my god, it's so dark. Alright. Dark Delusion. Thank you for the prime. Okay, there's my corpse. Is this a safe area? What's over here? Okay, seems safe enough. Alright. I'm looting now. And then I'll be able to answer questions. Okay, so Scaff, originally I think it was just kind of emergent player behavior. And instead of crawling dungeons, we just started camping, and then later on, probably from the stuff I worked on, for sure, starting with Luckland, we were thinking about camps in the layout. So got the feeling that probably by about as early as Kunark, camps became a part of the design consideration. Excuse me. Oh, Pattis has got to go make dinner. No worries. Thanks for playing with us. Nick, with just the two of us, all right. I'll follow you. It seems like you're running out. Whoa. Scary. You didn't go up in there, did you? Don't go that way. That's terrifying. All these blue cons. Hold on, guys. I'm following Nick, so that's very intense. All right. Nick, are you just showing this guy off, or do you want to actually fight him? Just the two of us? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's... Next time maybe let's get out of here. Alright, so... I'll follow you out. I'll follow you out. I'm following you. Sorry, chat. I'm following Nick. So I'm trying not to blow it. Oh, man. All right. Whew. Man, it's a relief when you see that sunlight beaming in like that. We should probably sync the sunlight up with, what the? Okay, with the day-night cycle. Cool. All right, I'm gonna sit here for a minute. I'm gonna catch up on chat, and then I might just hop out